Alright, sketching parabolas, sketching quadratics, we're going to put it all together now into one big question. Everything we've done has been combined into this. Alright, let's sketch that one. Alright, for starters you just need the following information. So you're going to need its shape. Now, because the A value is +1, A is positive, so therefore it's a smiley face quadratic, it's going to be shaped like that. B, you need the y-intercept. Now, y-intercept happens when x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, that's all 0, so straight away it's just the number on the end. Substitute x equals 0, you got -8. So there's the y-intercept, piece of cake. C, x-intercepts, that happens when y is equal to 0. So we're going to have 0 is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 8. Factorise is probably the easiest one. That factorises nice and easily. Right, that's a factorising. So null factor law, x is equal to -4 or +2. So they're the x-intercepts. They're also known as the roots, where they cut the x-axis, the roots. Y-intercept, x-intercept. Next thing you need to know is the turning point. Now, the turning point, because it's symmetrical, the turning points are equidistant either side of where the turning point is. So if we average out the x-intercepts, so -4 plus 2 on 2, so that's -2 on 2. So the x-coordinate of the turning point is -1. It's just the averaging of the roots. Or you could do this. The x-coordinate of the turning point can be worked out by taking the negative of the b value and dividing it by 2 lots of the a value. So negative b is going to be -2. A value is 1, 2 ones are 2. Same thing, same answer. So you can either average out the roots or use -b on 2a. By the way, if you want to show yourself an A-level student, use the quadratic formula and show why the turning point occurs at -2b or -b on 2a. Start with the quadratic formula, apply a little bit of common sense and see if you can generate that from the quadratic formula somehow. So since we want the coordinates of the turning point, we have the x-coordinate, we now need the y-coordinate. So it's x squared, so it's going to be -1 squared. Notice how I put it in brackets. Whenever dealing with negative numbers, please always put them in brackets. When typing into your calculator, please always type them inside brackets. It just saves making mistakes. If you don't, eventually you will get some mistakes happening. So that's 1 minus 2 minus 8. That is equal to -9. So the turning point is at the coordinates -1, -9. Wonderful. If you wanted to, you could put it straight into the turning point formula. Move the -8 over, add would be +1 on the end, do the whole turning. If you did that, you don't have to, you might like to do that. If you did that, that would turn into so in turning point form, that's what it becomes, and you can see that the turning point -1, -9 drops out of that quite easily. Once you've done that, all you got to do is graph it now. So it's a smiley face quadratic. We have a turning point at -1, -9. Right, we have roots at -4 and -2, or -4 +2. Roots there. That wasn't right, was it? Darn. It should be over here. There's the turning point. Too easy to make mistakes, isn't it? So there's the turning point, there's the roots, y-intercept at -8, there, and we can draw it in now. that's the sketch that you're required. There's that particular one. Give me a moment, I'll rub this out, show you one more example. Alright, let's go and graph this one. Same process. First of all, we need shape. The coefficient of x here has got a negative at the front, so it's going to be a negative a value, negative, unhappy, it's going to be a frowning face quadratic. Our y-intercept, for this particular one, if y-intercept occurs when x is equal to 0, so when x is equal to 0, I've got 0, take away 2 is negative 2, negative 2 squared is positive 4, positive 4 made negative is negative 4, negative 4 plus 5, y-intercept at positive 1. C, x-intercepts. That happens when y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0. Quick bit of rearranging. 5 comes over. Negative here, make them both positive. Undo squaring by taking square root. Positive and negative answer. So x is going to be equal to 2 plus or minus root 5. I now have the roots of the equation. D, we want to do the turning point. Nice and easy because it's in turning point form. So the turning point will be positive 2, positive 5. Okay, let's graph that, see what it looks like. At 2, 5, there's my turning point. Y-intercept at positive 1. Now, the roots at these particular values, square root of 5 is a bit more than 2, so it's going to be slightly negative here, and then slightly more than 4 here. And so, as you can see, we know it's a frowning face quadratic, and the sketch of that is that. When it's in turning point form, it's very easy, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to put up 2 for you to do as your entry into class. Give me a moment, I'll be right back with you. Right, your entry cards into class next lesson is just graph those two. So you can see I've got one in the expanded form, I've got one in the turning point form. Go through those steps, A, B, C and D, get all the information that you need, graph them. I want to see you working, I want to see your final graph. Okay, good luck, I'll see you in class.